Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher's Noob. Today I have returning once again Raymond.
Hello, lovelies. How are you today?
And we're going into the last arc of the ongoing He-Man the Master of the Universe before it leads into the Maxi series, the Eternity War. But first, we get it says the origin of She-Ra, but actually this is a prelude. This is what I've been talking about, hinting off the stuff that's happened leading up to this. So we find out about the fall of Hordak, the cursing of the reason
Wh-
why
What's the
Keldor
that
was
species? What's that species called? His
we'll get to the
face?
name. We'll get to the name
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And about his mom and the death of King Grayskull.
Okay, so this is a mini. How many issues are we working with here?
Oh well, no, this we're going to be working with six. We're going to have 7 issues total because there's also going to be a prelude issue.
Okay, okay.
So let's get started, shall we? As we open up, you will perish now, Grayskull. Your forces will be shattered by the Horde. Your power will be mine. No, Hordak. Behold this blade, the sword of power, newly forged in the very fires of eternity that you long to control. It was made with one purpose, monster, to destroy you. Yeah! Behold the power of eternity! So the sword was forged to take out Hordak.
Like specifically.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, we're seeing all of the people, and these are the guards. The guards are what they are. The blueskins are.
Okay.
Thus proclaimed the wise sage Adi, most trusted of all Grayskull's council of elders, the noble race of Gars from the island of Anwat-Gar, produced the finest craftsmen and philosophers. The Gar were loyal friends of the king, and none of them were more loyal or eager than Adi. The power of Grayskull! You honor me with your words, old friend. The friendship between your race and mine is fortified by this triumph. So in other words, they were very bonded, the two species.
Ah, so they were like close friends and stuff.
Yep. Yet you do not join the toast, my king. I fear I have drained my cup already. Sauron, can you fetch more wine for me? At once, my king. You are a good child, Sauron, always there when I need you. It is my pleasure to serve you, great king. The king cherished his handmaiden Sauron like a daughter, and in turn, she adored him. She would do anything for him, even save him from himself. Nearby sat the beautiful Queen Vina, high priestess of Zor, with other oracles from her order. You smile at this joyous day, my queen, yet I sense doubt in you. Dear Kudak Ungal, although we are in glory in here, the prophecy weighs upon my heart. What does the king think of your vision, my lady? Oh, Teela not, as in the sorceress,
Oh, that's her?
as a kid.
She's that old?
Yeah.
She's old enough to
Well,
be like.
remember, yeah, she's that old.
Oh.
I have not yet found the moment to tell him. I do not wish to spoil this hour, though I fear I must. Is all prepared, Gorto? As you command, Lord Adi. When you hear the temple bell sound, not a moment before, it will be done.
Wait.
Hear me up.
Is
Yep.
this some kind of red wedding shit going on right now?
No, not, well, sort of. You will praise me today, and you praise me today, and I am thankful for it. But this is what we truly celebrate today: the sword of power, newly forged from the fires of eternity. It is more than a sword; it is nothing less than the magic of creation, fashioned into a blade. A weapon true and still fresh from the blood of our enemy, but it is a weapon to end weapons. It is a peacemaker. For this blade, we must rejoice. Its power is great, my love, but you are the one that the goddess deemed worthy to wield it. You are the peacemaker. To Grayskull, the peacemaker, may order reign forevermore. Let the powers of Grayskull abide. Husband, I need to speak with you for a moment. Can you not wait, my love? Loath as I am and sour this celebration, I'm afraid it cannot. So, love, speak your mind. Zora has spoken through you, has she not? She has. Blessed be the goddess. A prophecy has come to me. And a warning to you, husband. there will be in the future a war between two of your own blood. One will bring destruction, the other will fight it back. Oh, the very words pain me. But what do they mean, Vina? They are not clear. I will beseech the goddess again to show me more, that we may be prepared. Sarin, child, are you ready? How can I do what you ask, Lord Adi? How? It is the words betray. Hush. Only you can get close enough. You are vital to this. Sarin, you must trust my wisdom. You have seen the sword. It should never have been forged. Grayskull has too much power for any man. It is corrupting him already. One day he or his heir will lead all of Eternia to everlasting damnation. But the queen has been given a prophecy. Two heirs of Grayskull, fighting over the sword and the power of this castle. Do you understand? The bloodline of Grayskull will tear Eternia apart. Even the queen has foreseen this. He's manipulating things!
Yeah, he is.
Yet,
Motherfucker.
yet, I just can't. You have many sisters, Sarin, all mothers to many children. But you are childless. I know I will never bear a child. Why do you remind me of this and this pain? And because it is not true, Sarin. The queen has seen visions which she and the king have kept from you. You will be a mother, the most
Oh.
important one in the universe. You will bear the savior who will fight back the destruction wrought by Grayskull's madness. For that to happen, you must have Grayskull's blood tonight. Now, are you with us? Eternity, forgive me. Yes.
Ooh, no.
And it's King Hiss!
Yes.
In other words, this was never meant to happen, but Hiss manipulated it all. So the Gar and the Turn, because he knows without the Gar, the Eternians would be in a much weaker spot. And without King Grayskull, too. So the bells were chimed, and the Gar come in for an attack. Burn it all down. No, get away from us. Ah! What treachery is this? Adi, I cannot believe. Adi, is this a coup? My dear queen, this is peacemaking at its most precise. This is the preservation of the future. This is an end to the curse of Grayskull. No, unhand the queen. No, run, Teela. Save yourself. Run, and remember what you saw this night. Another drink, my king? Thank you, Sarin. You seem lost in revere, my lord. My thoughts are troubled. So in other words, he's drinking himself because of what he was just told. What is that? I see flames outside. Are we attacked? Has Hordak returned? By the power, I will bury the sword in his heart again if I have to. I cannot move. I am so sorry. Sarin, have you drugged me? The blade was ready. It was a cursed thing, strong enough to pierce even Grayskull's enhanced skin. Close your eyes. Do not look at me. Sorry, you are like a daughter to me. I know. So close your eyes. Oh! Eternia, the darkest night of all, 1,000 years ago.
Damn.
This is a powerful moment, wouldn't you say?
That's a very, very, fucked up thing to do.
And all because of King Hiss.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Had nothing to do with Hordak. Had nothing to do with the Gar. Had everything to do with Hiss's manipulation. But yeah, we unsee an Anwat-Gar. She had made her way there. Sarin had made her way there, and she was chased by something horrible. Something that, and basically, it was her own, what she had done, the blood on her hand.
Her guilt.
Her guilt and the curse of that blade. As we then see Adora awake from her dream, as she's making her way towards that place. Covered in blood. I was covered in blood. Someone was covered in blood. And doom, I think. I deserve no less. Damn you, Despera. Damn you, Adora. Show yourself! You! But fine greeting, I must say. He-Man. He-Man is a title, one I don't take lightly. But I'd prefer if you call me Adam. You big old kitten, you. You told me you told him where I was, didn't you? Battle Cat is fond of you. He doesn't befriend people easily. You seem to have a way with animals. Sister, why are you here? I made it perfectly clear I wish to be left alone. Yeah, about that. Remember, most people believe you belong in a prison cell for all your crimes against Eternia. Virtually, I'm not one of them. I respect your privacy, Adora, but I come with grave news. Adora, the king is dead. Our father is dead. I'm sorry for your loss, our loss. I can't grieve for a father I never knew. How did he die? Too long, too strange, and too painful to tell for now. He was slain by an ancient evil. So you're king now? No. I will not take the crown until Eternia is free of the horde. This is my oath. You're breaking camp. Let's walk a while together. The fortunes of the fortunes of the rebellion against Hordak have changed, Adora. I've ordered all surviving and free masters to regroup. We have a new fortress to strike from, hidden in the Dark Hemisphere, and a new army of snake men. Never heard of them. Neither had I, but it seems the ancient past is reawakening and rushing up all around us. Things we once thought of as dreams are now real again. You have no idea. Adora, our father is gone, and our mother marooned off-world. Eternia has lost its king and queen. The duty falls to me to lead Eternia and her people out of darkness. Me and my sister. No. He-Man, Adam, I have vowed to fight Hordak until my dying breath, but on my terms, my cause. You are wrong to come here. I have no place in your war. As Despera, I was the face of the conqueror, Adam, the very face. I destroyed Grayskull's legacy. The people will never forgive me. I doubt they should. You're as much a victim of Hordak as we all are. You did was not your fault. And what about the prophecy, Adam? The prophecy? An heir to Grayskull, worthy to wield the power and the sword. It is told of one of us, not both. The sorceress sacrificed me to Hordak to save you, Adam, so that one day you might become He-Man. How do you think I feel about that? Abandoned, unloved by the sorceress, by your family, by Grayskull? I understand. That's why I wanted you to have this. A locket that belonged to our mother, Marlena. Her picture is in it inside. Oh, it is the only thing of hers that I have left. I thought it might fortify you in your exile. I want you to have it. Adora, you are my sister, my twin. We are bound by blood. Our parents are gone. You are all I have left. Adam, do not ask this of me. Adora, stop. We know where you're going. We? Me and Teela. Teela has ascended. She's the new sorceress. Great gods! There goes the war! Maybe, but Teela knows. She knows your dreams. You're going to Anwat-Gar to confront them. But Anwat-Gar is forbidden. It has been for 1,000 years. The Gar have been pariahs since their kind murdered Grayskull in the coup. However, I'm not here to stop you. I'm coming with you to keep you safe. The sources believe you will find your answers there. Oh, no, no, no. I walked this path alone. Just listen to her message. Adora, you once told me I was the only thing you could count on as real in your life. So trust me now. Make this journey a journey with Adam. Let him keep you safe. We love you, Adora. Let us do this for you. Take the gift in the casket to guard you on this venture. Teela? She's gone. Her gift remains. A blade. Oh, dear!
Oh shit! Why? What? Oh no! 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 Why that one?
Unfortunately, it has to happen. Teela, being a sorceress, she's going to be more like her mother. Know that things have to occur for the best likely outcomes. Even if
Oh.
they're horrible things, they have to occur to lead to the better outcomes. But so yeah, Adora to your left. Seen him? Glory, this blade swings. And sing with me the song later. Deal with this horde patrol. I think we're done. And they pull the Electra pose. You know the bullseye stabbing Electra.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's always a pose. Whenever you see someone do like chunk like that, it's always taking it from a bullseye stabbing Electra.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't have done it without you. Glad you're here. And that's the third horde war party we've encountered. The whole region is horde occupied. We can't risk being seen, captured, or even detected. What's the alternative? We could go by sea. We get the ultra port and steal a boat. But the port is horde controlled too. Well, I never said it would be easy. I love this, don't you? This feels like this would fit in. I could so see this animated, couldn't you?
It could be, yeah. I mean, it could be like a whole like freaking movie.
Oh no, the Fright Zone! Turns out the Fright Zone is an ever expanding force of Hordak's will.
So it's not like an actual dimension.
No, it's an actual, like the taint. The Fright Zone is the taint of Hordak, and it spreads.
The taint.
The taint, T-A-I-N-T.
I know. It's just funny because that's what they call the butthole as well.
Ah,
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. My mind is like that.
right, but then someone is spying on them, and gee, who could it be? Oh, we don't need this. This is just some previews around the time.
We don't need Dick Grayson?
No, we don't need to see this. Oh, look at this cover.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a kind of the first one's kind of like a callback to the original, like the original
Yeah, it's a
concept.
montage of his different outfits. Like, look, there's the old armor toy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're fighting their way through the Fright Zone. I don't even know what the Fright Zone does. I do. What? Don't look at me like that, Adam. Of course I know. Hordak raised me as his own daughter. He trained me to be his chief killer, his force captain, his despera. I saw the Hordan's malign skills at close hand. So yeah, it's like Hordak is doing to Eternia what he did to Assyria. He's consuming it. Consuming how? Hordak conquers worlds by feeding off the fear of those he conquers. Their fear allows the seed of the Fright Zone to take root. The Fright Zone then spreads throughout the planet like cancer, Adam, like a cancer of shadows and darkness. It corrupts the very land itself. More prisoners, Eternians, even animals. They can feel the fear radiating out of them. Yes, fueling the Fright Zone. So it's fueled by fear.
Okay.
Hence the name. And look, Swiftwind! We finally got Swiftwind here.
Is Swiftwind going to be like a?
Well, in this case, it's an actual unicorn or a Pegasus.
Oh no! I'm just saying, is Swiftwind going to be a part of the story from now on?
Yes.
Okay, so she has her own ride.
Of all these poor people, those innocent creatures, we should free them. Don't you think that'll blow our cover? Just a thought. Oh, you poor thing. Adam, we have to stay focused. Pick our battles. You know what Teela said. Yes, the truth we find on Anwat-Gar might win the whole war. It's just hard to witness this horror and do nothing. Too close. You and I just aren't built for stealth, Cat. You're doing fine, Adam. We can do this. What does he do with the prisoners? Adora, what does Hordak do with the prisoners? You don't want to know. I wouldn't be asking if I didn't. The Horde places them in the Fright Zone chambers. Then Hordak feasts on their souls. He absorbs them into himself, and it increases his powers. I wish you didn't sound like you were in awe of him. We should all be in awe of him. He is inevitable, like an ancient god. Some say Lord Hordak is as old as creation, a force of nature. He is what? He is an ancient of ending, of entropy. All things must end, Adam. Hordak has a role to play in the natural course of the cosmos, ugly though it is. Adam? All these Eternians will die then, in the Fright Zone chambers, their souls eaten. Yes, but this won't stand. I won't allow it. Adam, lower your voice. I don't care. This will not stand. We get ready to free the prisoners. Adam, they'll detect us. Oh, they'll do more than just detect us. Shield your eyes. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Did he change outfits again? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. It's just more epic right now.
And he damages the Fright Zone. Adora has never seen anything like it. She knew her brother was powerful. But this? He was like a majestic god. A savior. Free the prisoners! Adora snaps out of her shock. She hurries to obey. She vividly sees the twin paths of her life before her. The darkness of the Fright Zone, the blinding fury of the power of Grayskull. One appeals very much more than the other. Quick, run now, run! Are we free? But the Horde! Run, I said, fast! Hurry, you too, pretty one. You're free now. Take to the swift winds and get away. Go, I said! Eternians, you're free! Flee into the hills. Battle Cat will lead you to Snake Mountain. You'll find safety there.
Damn,
Come on,
he's
Cat.
just laying waste to them. Holy shit.
I know.
Like, you don't want to piss him off.
I know that. I don't think we've seen him that pissed off.
Yeah, this is probably the most pissed off he's been.
He-Man! Don't cheer me. Go get yourself to safety. And basically now Battle Cat's gone from the story for now.
Okay, so now it's just the two of them. Okay.
Yep, that was a hell of a thing. It was necessary. I'm sorry it didn't stick to the plan, Adora. We'll continue on to Anwat-Gar. I just couldn't leave them to. Adam, I understand. Let's find a boat and... Adam, your sword. It's glowing. A warning. Do you feel that? Yes. Wah! There goes our escape plan. I told you, Hordak's corruption is in the very land itself. Our sword point is trying to kill us. Eternia is trying to kill us. The Fright Zone's fighting back. Wait, Adora, look! Swiftwind saves them! I like that he's an actual Pegasus and not just a normal horse that turns into one.
Mm.
What's happening? Is it a storm? No. The Sorceress. Teela, fly high, my friends. Fly true. Anwat-Gar awaits you. But be warned, Adam and Adora, the Forbidden Island will test you in ways you can't imagine. The answers you seek, you do not wish to find.
She's there, isn't she?
Yep.
Oh.
Siren is there. Also, look who else is going to be there. Come on. Cyclops? Yeah.
Huh.
And Triclops is more of a badass here.
Okay, is he going to be a bad guy, good guy, what have you?
Bad guy.
Okay, so he's just going to be a jackass then.
Yep. Easy, Swift one, easy. He's spooked, He-Man. He's not the only one. The island of Anwat-Gar is a haunted place. There's a presence here, something evil. So yeah, they make their way through until they find many of the ruins. And he basically summarized what happened. They were murdered, and that the Gar murdered Grayskull. After the coup, the Gar resisted against them grew, and the Gar were ostracized. The island was declared forbidden. The island has been cut off from the mainland and the rule and light of Grayskull for a millennium. Should entire people suffer for the actions of a few individuals? No, it's wrong. Sympathy from the bloodline of Grayskull, not what we expected. Huh? By the goddess Gar in the shadows all around us. We have been around you since you arrived. We live in the shadows. No one ever looks in the shadows. Swiftwind! He-Man, he's bolted. Go fetch him, Adora, and bring him back. I'll talk to the Gar. I won't be long. Swiftwind, come back! She should not go into the woods. Why not? Because of the witch. The witch, she haunts us. She lives in the woods. She eats children. Enter the woods and you lose yourself to her. You lose your mind to her. Your warnings come a little late. I'm going after her. No, I will send warriors to find her. We know the path better. I would much rather, please. I do not want to risk you getting lost too. So yeah, so they decided to offer him, and they like, our first contact with the outside in 1,000 years. Do you have a name? None of us have names. We are ghosts. The Gar are ghost people. So basically, they are offering him drinks, and he feels like the Gar have suffered enough. It's not right that the sins of the father fall upon the children. You should be free to forge your own path. So he's basically making a vow to them that
I don't trust any drinks they give him.
You shouldn't.
Oh God.
Is there something wrong with your wine? No, not at all. I'm just concerned about my sister. So yeah, Swift went, and then she's hearing a whisper, finds him, and realizes, if I can remember the way back, oh dear, she's lost. But now the sword is taunting her, or rather the witch through the sword. And then the ghost, Despera. Basically, Adora is still technically two people. Despera is still part of her.
Okay.
And the sword is bringing Despera back out. King Grayskull, a vision of him, and points to the blood. My sword? But what? Blood! What does that mean? What are you telling me? Gone. It's been too long. I'm going after Adora. No need, Eternian. I have just been and sent word. Our men found her. She's being brought to the temple.
Oh,
when in actuality, they betrayed him. Try your famous sword, lift your limbs. No, you can't. The Gar mix a very effective paralytic from their roots and earth, as Grayskull learned in the last moments of his life all those years ago. So in other words, Tricops beat him there and made
So,
them the offer first.
okay.
So in other words, they would sooner trust Hordak and his troops than an Eternia, and especially the
Wait,
blood of Grayskull.
Triclops is with Hordak now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's a bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
Tricops is paying him. I've been tracking you for days. I reached the island ahead of you and struck a deal with the Gar. I asked them to deliver it to you. In exchange, Hordak will spare them the darkness of his Fright Zone. He will offer them a seat at his table in the New World Order. Hordak will bring the Gar out of their exile and back into the light. And they could hardly refuse. And again, I don't blame them. Who would you sooner trust? Those that you betray long ago and have kept you in exile for 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Or someone who can seem to make the promise of leaving you be?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, even my warning bells went off. Like, the second they gave him they handed him a drink, and I'm like, Adam, come on, man, you're smarter than this.
Oh, but then Adora walks. Why Adora? If Hordak wants the blood of He-Man, he can most certainly have it.
What the fuck?
Like I said, Despera came back out, and notice it's matching what Saren did.
Yeah, see that. What the fuck?
Except instead of being in pain, she's gleefully enjoying it. Like I said, despair, and it turns out Teela knew all this was going to happen. Oh, and recognize the artists? Steven Sajic.
Oh, damn.
Explains why the ladies look so good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man, it's beautiful.
But yeah, he's losing blood fast. Now, don't worry, he's not dead. He's barely, the power of the Grayskull is still barely keeping him alive. Now, of course, it's acting like this was a dupe, and everything. And the blood was given, to Tricops so he can take it back to Hordak.
Okay, so that's how he gets his blood.
Yep. And, of course, the Fright Zone is still coming. The Gar don't know it. We are betrayed. Yes, you are. But soon she then realizes, wait, why aren't you breathing? Oh, my God, what have he done? Sorceress, help me. I've killed him. And then she's there like, help me or I swear I'll take my own life and life too. I feel horrible for her, don't you?
Yeah, it's like she killed her last living relative and now she's about to kill herself.
Stay your hand, Adora. Contain your despair. Teela, Sorceress, I've done the most terrible thing. I've slain him. I did not foresee this. The strands of fates are murky and complex. I didn't expect the cursed blade to entrap you so fast. Cursed blade? This is a cursed blade? It is the blade that was used to murder Grayskull 1,000 years ago. What? What? Then why did you send it to me? Why did you give it to me if you knew the curse would drive me mad? In the name of all that is sacred, Teela, it made me kill Adam, my own brother. I told you, fate is a complex mechanism. It was vital for you to possess the blade. Vital because of what you must do now. Nothing. So in other words, okay, so she didn't know exactly this would happen, but she knew the blade was needed to take out Saren.
Okay.
Hush, child. It is easier if I show you. Behold, 1,000 years ago, the night of the Gar coup. Saren and Grayskull's devoted Gar handmaid has just used the blade to kill the king. Oh, God. See how Grayskull blood flows? It fills the ancient ruins of the throne room floor, and its power activates them. A secret door to the forge. And it turns out there was a twin blade that Saren found. The sword of protection. To defeat Hordak, Grayskull made this his sword of power, and he forged a second sword to protect Eternia in case his power ever fell into the wrong hands. The sword of protection was a secret sword. No one ever knew it existed. In this moment, what does Saren wonder? And does she think of Adi, the treacherous leader of the coup, and the words of venom he used to turn her heart to murder? You will bear the savior who will fight back to destruction wrought by Grayskull's madness. Was this the will of the goddess, that she should find this secret sword, or the work of something else, something sinister? Saren turns her thought to the future and to her prophesied child, Eternia's savior, her little savior, hers. This must be destiny, Sauron tells herself. This must be righteous. She now thinks only as a mother. Sauron flees Grayskull. She takes the sword and hides it from everyone, including Adi, the traitor. She will keep it secret. She will protect the sword at all costs for her child. No act towards that end will be too cruel. Adi was triumphant. The Gar ruled the lands, ushering in an age of terror, until a resistance, led by the lone surviving son of King Grayskull and Queen Vina. Hero! In this case, Hero was before Adam.
Yeah,
Finally overthrew them.
wasn't Hero like Adam and Teela's son in like the original fiction?
Yeah, but in this version, he was before.
Okay.
Only Adi and Saren escaped the retribution. What happened to them? Adi was dead when they found him. They assumed he'd taken a poison and killed himself. That's not what it looks like at all!
No.
No, it does not. Saren was never located. The resistance recovered the sword of power, but recognized the temptation of his power. They chose to hide the blade away until destiny and the hands of the goddess would reveal its rightful heir. For Adam, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
What of the sword of protection? What of the second sword? No one ever even knew even to look for it. Sauron still has it. Still, cursed by the blood she had spilled, Saren became an immortal monster, the fabled witch of Anwat-Gar. She endures even today in the cave in this forest. She is why you came here. The sword is meant for you. Saren will not give it up easily. She is mad and evil. She will not recognize you as the true heir. She will kill you rather than let you take it. I do not recognize myself as the true heir. I'm a monster too. I lost my wits, succumbed to the curse, and killed him. The cursed blade releases your worst nature. For you, that was despair. You lost yourself to it. You are not to blame. But Adam, you had to own the cursed blade because it was the only thing that can defeat Saren. The wheels of destiny are now in motion. The blade has tasted the blood of Grayskull again. It will lead to you to her like a divining rod. No, this is not right. I am unworthy. Your cursed gifts have made me a killer. You withheld this truth from me. Withheld, and I trusted you. The hands of the goddess moved in mysterious ways. Not good enough. You're playing me, and Adam has died because of it. It is not too late to save him. His soul has not yet slipped over to death's realm. The sword of protection has the power to heal. If you recovered from Saren, you can use it to save him. I'll do it, but I doubt I'll ever trust your words again. Swiftwind! Good boy. Good boy. Hurry, the Fright Zone is consuming the island. Once the process is complete, He-Man will be beyond the power of the sword to save. I will never forgive myself for what I have done today. Worse, I will never trust you again. You could have told me, but you did not. And you used riddles and lies. You used me. Goodbye, Teela. Damn! So they make their way there, and she chooses to go in there and face her as Despera. She will come to fear Despera. Seize the sword and you shall not have it! Oh, crap.
Huh.
Oh, and look at this fantastic cover.
Damn.
Sajik is amazing, isn't he?
He is. Holy shit. Panthro. He looks so cool.
Yep, but we never see him in this.
That's bullshit. Panthro is like is my favorite.
The blood of Grayskull will spill again this day. I've come to you as Despera. You will fear me. You will fall. You are nothing but an upstart. You do not begin to know what you are dealing with. I know you've come to steal Grayskull's sword. You will not have it. You are not worthy of it. It is meant for my child. I am the mother of the Savior. For 1,000 years I have guarded this sword. Its power so great, it burns my flesh. You will not have it. You are nothing but a thief in the night, and I will slay you. I will have the sword, monster. I will bring Adam back from the veil of death. Ha 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 ha! Why do you care so? He is my brother. He-Man, he abandoned you. Grayskull abandoned you. They lied to you. They are corrupt. And whence comes this foolish loyalty? They are your enemies, and you have denied you your birthright. No, that cursed sword you wield. It is linked to me. It has told me your secrets. We are the same, you and I, destroyers of Grayskull's legacy. The very garb you wear, that mask, that name, they show your true allegiance. No, for they all and for all that they hide, there is a strange truth in masks. Yes. Then it's perhaps it's best that you tore it off me. I will live that truth no longer. What is this? I ripped off more than your mask, girl. A locket. Give me that. Who is this? Your pretty mother? No, no. Oh, the sight of your mother puts fire in your belly, does it? Monster, give it back to me! She cared not for you either, no more than Grayskull or He-Man. What thought did she give to your destiny? Nobody chooses my destiny but me, witch, and I choose Grayskull! What? I choose Grayskull. The words the Sword of Protection has waited 1,000 of years to hear. Oh! I choose Grayskull. 1,000, and the sword upgraded to match its twin.
Oh, cool.
And I think the cursed blade joined with it. For the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra. The light blinds me long ages, and I perish, but my son will live on. Her son was Keldor.
Skeletor.
Faster, gentle, swift one, faster! The Fright Zone grows. It is the end of days for Anwat-Gar, and Adam's soul draws ever further away from this world. Please let me be in time. Please, let the Sword of Protection be enough. Please let it be enough. No, I do not. I'm too late. The gates of death have closed. Oh, sister. Welcome back to life, brother. The world has missed you. I know, and this is all a bit of a blur for you. You're still coming to your senses, but time is of the essence. I don't understand. He-Man, listen to me. And sister, what? Listen to me. The Fright Zone is upon us. Creator's breath. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! And you saw what just one sword did, but two destroys the Fright Zone.
It's like, holy shit.
So Hordak's menace falls. So it does, brother. So it does. Shh, easy, Swift One. It's all done now. Maybe not. The Fright Zone is gone. You have saved Anwat-Gar. We were scared, so scared for so long. Get up. Rise. You truly are a broken people. I will no longer permit darkness to rule over Anwat-Gar or Eternia. It all ends now. Your island is safe and your curse is lifted. Anwat-Gar and your people are pariah no more. You never change. You, on the other hand, something tells me we have a lot to talk about. Castle Grayskull, after what Hordak did. Triclops, I trust you have what you were sent for. I have it, Grizzlord. The blood of He-Man, the blood of Grayskull. Come. Shut your talk, Triclops. Show deference, as we are here, so he will manifest. Well, my Lord Hordak, he has delivered the blood. Here, Lord, then I have everything I need at long last. The means to escape Despondos, and thus the ability to break the secrets of the castle and claim the power of Grayskull once and for all.
Dun, dun, dun!
One more issue, the prelude. And this is more of a flashback issue.
Okay.
And it opens up with the power 12 years ago. There was a point where he was given the power, Adam was given the power of Grayskull before he became He-Man. And they come in, they save his father. And it's all happening so fast. Basically, we're jumping into what the end is, and then we build up. It's similar to what happened in the Secret of He-Man one-shot.
Okay.
But it's not going to jump around as much. Oh, and early in the morning, what the?
Whoa, these two kissed?
Yeah, Black. We kiss and you say black. First of all, dum-dum, we didn't kiss. You kissed me. You dared me, Teela. Sophistry. Is that what they teach at the Royal Academy? Second of all, I don't kiss boys, especially boy princes who can't be bothered to comb their hair or brush their teeth. Ouch. I am an officer, a private, an acting private, come to think of it, an officer in my father's royal guard. What was that? I couldn't hear you over all the nepotism. Besides, I think it's actually the King's Guard, my father. Listen up, Adam, and listen well. Why do you think I kicked my way into the service? To pin a medal next to that chip on your shoulder? To protect you, dum-dum! And why is that? Your silence speaks volume, my lady, but rest assured, your prince is perfectly safe. Adam! Look out! Oh, gee, but I love that look.
Oh yeah, because she's clearly smitten with him.
I love that. So she joined it all early to protect him.
Yep.
I love that, though. Your silence speaks volumes, my lady. Prince Adam, are you all right? You might have been killed. Chief Duncan nearly ran him over.
I was like, dude, like, slow the fuck down. You're the one driving that shit.
Don't worry, Dad. I promised the Queen I'd get the prince back safe and sound. Big convoy. Yes, the avians are engaged in a trade dispute with the people of Adrenid, who have blocked their eastern skyways. If we can't negotiate a settlement quickly, it could lead to war. Is my father sending just the guards? No, not just the guards. Oh! Masters of the universe! This is most unlike you, Adam. You've never shown any interest in state affairs before. I know, Father, but I wish you'll accompany your men to Avion to observe so I can learn. No, absolutely not. You're just a boy. Isn't it time he becomes a man, brother? And it heartens me to see you show some initiative, son, but my answer's still no. The negotiations will be dangerous. But, Father, go on, Adam. Tell him. I want to become a master. Now, remember, as we already know from the other stuff, Randor was wanting to keep Adam to become meek, because he didn't want him to follow in the prophecy.
So wait, Keldor was around at this time?
Remember, Keldor was Keldor was around even by this point. He-Man knew of him as his uncle.
Okay, that's strange, but okay.
But remember, in the Skeletor run shot, we didn't see Adam, but they never said Adam wasn't there.
That's true.
So, and in fact, this is what leads up to Keldor's defiance. Do you know, Adam? Do you know what makes this realm so special? Eternia is home to the magic that created the universe. If our world were to be destroyed, the very fabric of the universe would unravel. Do you understand, Adam? As Eternia fares, so fares the universe. Your ancestor, King Grayskull, understood this, died for this. He knew the magic of Eternia must be guarded at all costs. Let it all fall into the wrong hands. Grayskull is a myth, Randor, a fairy tale told to inspire young warriors like your son. No, Keldor. Grayskull was the first master, but he would not be the last. In the eon since, brave warriors have risen to the service of this realm. Do you know what it takes to join their ranks, Adam? Or do you think racing hoverboards and chasing Duncan's daughter qualifies you? How can you hope to become a master when you've never learned to master yourself?
Well, if you'd let him actually do that, man,
but at the same time, though, that's not that is at least a good argument, but it's an argument he set him up for failure for anyway.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like you're the reason he is like that.
Adam, I'm sorry. Uncle, I did what you suggested. I told him what I wanted. I thought the courage of your request would make him see the same potential in you that I see. But stubbornness has always been Grandor's vice. There's very little room in his head for his new ideas once he's made up his mind. Sometimes I wonder if the king is sheltering you, Adam, afraid of what the future holds, afraid of how truly great you can become. Me great? I don't even think he sees me. Yes, I mean I know what it means to feel invisible. My brother and I share a father, but not a mother. I never knew the woman who bore me. She was a Gar woman who rescued King Miro when his ship crashed upon the shores of Anwat-Gar. Forbidden Anwat-Gar. She came to him almost as a vision, as my father told it. This is before she became monstrous. Okay. She healed him, loved him, and he was loved in return. And by the time he was rescued, she had borne him a child. I imagine my mother knew that she could never be accepted in the halls of Eternos, so she asked Miro only one thing. that he take me with him off that cursed isle, that he raise me as a Grayskull, and one day return me to her when I was of age. My father did what she asked, to a point. I suspect he saw me as a sign of shame. He had conceived a bastard with a creature the world had deemed subhuman, with a killer of Grayskull, more than he knows, and
Mm-hmm.
he would never allow me to return to Anwat-Gar. Uncle, I never knew. Such matters are not spoken of in the light of day. So you know, Adam, I have taken such an interest in you. We are not just kin. We are kindred spirits, both invisible princes. Then you know why I must do what I have to do.
Well, he
No,
couldn't be
Adam.
more wrong if he thought. I mean, Adam's not invisible to his father. His father is trying to protect him. He's just being a dumbass doing
But
so.
he's manipulating him still.
Yeah.
No, Adam, I know we talked about it, but it's too dangerous. Your father was right to say no. Please, Uncle Keldor. Just need to show him how wrong he is about me. Half an hour later, I'm soaring through the grin at my Saito, and Beastman! He's approaching like you said he would. He's not to be captured, and he's to be captured, not killed, you understand? Should my plans tonight go awry, we shall need my nephew as a hostage. Please excuse me, but I must sit out this session, my friends. We've just received word that my son has left the city unguarded. He was manipulating him!
Mm-hmm.
He's heading north towards the Mystic Mountains, towards Avion. And Goddess, that will and take him towards and Arcane. He will certainly show, and while he certainly shows the courage of his convictions, Adam's a child, brother. He's upset. He's not seeking clearly. I must retrieve him. Randor, your place is here. Send your men for Adam. No, it has to be me. I was too harsh earlier. This is my fault. Please, Keldor, take my seat at the head of the council tonight. As you command. To the king! Yes, to the king, the mighty, the destroyer, King Keldor. A most excellent vintage, Miss Lynn, pressed from the grapes of wrath themselves. And so it begins. So, in other words, this leads to what ended up being the origin of Skeletor. After that, it all failed.
Okay.
And I think he got hit with the poison, given what the poison does here.
Yeah.
No, and he's attacked and all the way there. My lord, we have a lock on the prince going in to retrieve. What the? Roar! No, father! And dad, I'm so sorry. Adam, please get safe. No, I won't leave you, father. I'll never leave you. I can save you. I will save you. Inconceivable. Impossible. The boy is holding on with all of his strength, refusing to let the future come to pass. In every single moment from now till the end of time, Adam is here, struggling to lift this weight to free his father. He's tapped into the power of eternity. Now you see why I called you here? The effect seems to be localized. The further from Adam, the more time it flows as it must. A medic who would have arrived far too late will now arrive in time to heal the king, should Adam manage to free his father. Will he? Will he? Should he? King Randor was destined to die here. His next few breaths would be his last. Sorceress, destiny is not something to trifle with. Time and destiny have been tampered with in this family before, but he's just a boy. Worse, he's not even aware that he's doing it. This is too much power for a human to possess. We should kill him. On the contrary, Zodak, his humanity is his greatest strength, the profound depths of love for his friends and for his father. Consider, he would be king tomorrow if only he would have let his father die tonight. But he won't. Compare that to his uncle, who even now commits atrocities in the name of power. No, it's his humanity that will save us all. Then you believe he's the one, the heir to Grayskull for whom the goddess has been waiting? I do. I am a mere observer of destiny, sorceress, unable to influence things in person. But in his case, then, I believe I'll make an exception. In time, you will, and I will grant you the key to unlock your greatest power, young prince. But for now, power enough to save your father. I have, as we know how it started.
Yeah.
So, how was that?
That was
Wait,
great.
first, let's talk about Blood of Grayskull first, before we talk
Okay.
about that prelude. How was it? Let's start with the prequel story first. The fall of Grayskull.
Tragic. Very,
Very
very
tragic.
tragic.
And the fact, again, it had nothing to do with Hordak. Nothing.
Yeah, I know. It was actually King Hiss's machinations.
I know, and it's just like, damn, Hiss. And yet it ended up, like I told you before, his actions would change everything, would shape everything from that one night. You get what? And his is just playing the long game.
Yeah, he's
He didn't even
manipulating them.
care. He didn't even care. All he
The
saw was the Gar were tossed aside, the Eternians were weakened, and Grayskull was dead. He didn't even see the future. He just knew that this would be the best laid plans to do it.
Yeah, he just wanted to fuck with people for his ultimate goal of just fucking them over.
But just look at that one night changed everything and set everything in motion. More than the fall of Hordak. But and so in a way, Hiss is the most important figure in everything when you really think about it. Bro, no, in that, look at everything that came to pass because of that one night. Skeletor's mother was set down her path. Grayskull was set down his path for He-Man. I
would say he's important in the same way I say that he's a necessary evil.
Right. Why does man important that how important that night was?
Yeah.
But and now what about the main Blood of Grayskull story? And
great.
Yeah, screw Teela, right?
Yeah, Teela was kind of a bitch, but I loved everything else about that story.
Yep, and Adora, she finally came to her own, and notice how much she changed when she became She-Ra. She was talking like She-Ra and everything that we know and love.
My only complaint is that she came up with the name She-Ra really quick, like.
No, I think no, it was a phrase. It was part of the incantation. Remember?
Was it? How would she know that?
Probably by grabbing the sword, she knew what to say.
Okay.
Just like by the power of Grayskull, I have the power and all that. But hers has always been for the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra. Hers was always her name in the phrase, always. Now, and yeah, what do you think about how they use the Fright Zone? Because when you say about the Fright Zone, was just another dimension, another location, nothing like this.
I'm kind of like mixed on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think its use is kind of cool and all that stuff, but I do miss the dimension because they're really kind of like diminishing what it means.
True.
By just turning it into a force rather than an actual dimension.
True. And now, what about the prequel story? The prelude to Eternity War.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
What do you think about with Keldor and everything and all that? I mean, and like I say, with Saren, I gotta say, with his mother, I felt bad with her, but it's so clear by the time Adora went up to her, she was gone. That any sweetness that Grayskull once knew, that woman was dead the moment she took the sword of protection.
Mm.
She was obsessed with the prophecy.
Yeah.
To which, before we know, King has made that part up.
Possibly.
But yeah, and then of course she just took the sword, and look how much that corrupted her and twisted her.
Was it the sword that corrupted her, or was it?
No, it was the blood. It was the blood of spilling the blood of Grayskull cursed her.
Okay.
But yeah, but if you notice, her hand was yellow like Skeletor's bones.
Well, yeah, it was just bones at that point.
Oh yeah, but that was because she said the sword burned her, but it only burned her slowly. It didn't burn her entire as bad as it did until Adora said, "I choose Grayskull." But again, the more I see about with Keldor's backstory, the more I keep on thinking, Mutinous was an ass. You know, Randor's father.
Oh yeah.
He was a major douche. He even broke the promise he made to Saren.
Yep.
And just treated him like the shame. And it's like, you brought it on yourself, dude. Don't be taking it out on him. And yet, because of that, look at what he became. Like I say, though, Keldor, again, further reminder how much of a master manipulator is. Just playing the long game for this one moment then. By pushing Adam to talk to his father. And then once the opportunity presented himself, he then was able to do his coup, which we know fails, but still.
Yeah, no, his Keldor's, Skeletor's, their evil plans fail about as miserably as Coyote's does when he uses an Acme product.
But let's be honest though, this was a good plan still. He just probably never I think it was all because of Adam saving his father that things turned in his favor. You know what I mean? Was Randor healed? He was able to help bleed them to stop Keldor?
Yeah.
Because Keldor was clearly banking on him dying. But so yeah, overall, are you looking forward to Eternity War?
Yep, we'll get to that when we get to that.
And that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a two-parter. 15 issues. But yeah, so where are you going to see things going forward with all this? Oh, actually, let me ask one other thing. What do you see about young Teela here? You can see the hints of her becoming more of the bitch she was during Keith Giffen stuff, right?
I can, but I can still see that her main motivation for basically anything is staying close to Adam.
Exactly. So it makes more sense than her becoming the bitchiness. And of course, further proof, she was a redhead when she was younger.
Mm-hmm. Yep, happy about that.
Yeah, but that kiss, though, you're like, wait, what the? And she dared him. She dared him.
Came out of left. Yeah, of course she dared him because she wanted to kiss him.
But she didn't want to admit it.
Of course she didn't want to admit it.
But yeah, I just like seeing them playing it. And I just love it. Like, well, your silence speaks volumes, my lady. I'm just like, oh, Adam, you sanctimonious. You know what I mean? I just love the playfulness between those two.
They really are the perfect power couple.
They really, really are. But was there anything about this whole, like the backstory, everything was Grayskull that you feel is off? But, you know, not the Fright Zone stuff, but was there ever anything you might have ever complained about? Or do you think do you see why I love this so much? How it plays on everything we've got in other versions, but makes an epic out of it?
No, I liked it just fine. It's not what I'm used to, of course, but it's its own awesome thing.
Yeah, and again, taking the Gar, which you never really thought much about. All I knew what the Gar was, I had the blue figure ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I ever owned a He-Man toy before.
Oh, I owned a lot of them. In fact, were the Gar ever in any of the other versions?
No, they weren't in the 2003. They were completely omitted from 2003.
But what about the 80s?
The 80s? I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me look. Oh no, they were still in the 2000 because Keldor was still a Gar.
They never really explained that, though.
True, but according to this here, the only confirmed Gars so far are Cyclone, Destroyer of the Fighting Foemen, Shokoti, Adi, and Keldor/Skeletor. Oh, sorry, that's the only ones from the actual books. Oh no, so yeah, the only one. So the comics, the only time where they actually focused on them.
Mm-hmm.
They just showed an image of Keldor from that. So yeah, this is the first time they've ever used the Gar. Well, Cyclone. I remember Cyclone. He was the guy who would always spin around. You know, his upper body would spin around.
Yeah.
I remember him because I had that toy. Oh, no, wait. He was in the 2002 series. Hold on. Let me show the image. Hold on. You might recognize him if you see it.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, he was a Gar.
Oh, they never said it.
Right. But again, no, just so much of this. And like I said, King Hiss. I mean, do you see why I think this version of King Hiss is just so interesting and how much he manipulated things?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not your preferred version. You still prefer the 2003 version, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But like I say, I really felt bad for King Grayskull, didn't you? Just imagine what he's going through, right? What he went through in those final moments. Just that betrayal.
Oh, that had to hurt like a bitch.
Both ways, both from the heart and from the neck.
Well, hopefully that poison was Also, a
numbed
numbing
it.
agent numbed it. Yeah.
Or there was or at the very least, it was a quick cut. But yeah, so that was the blood of Grayskull in more ways than one. Tune us whenever next time Raymond and I ever get a chance to do Eternia War, because it's, like I said, it's a big one. It is. Come on. Come on. Come on. All of these.
Well, we will find the time, my friend. We will find the time.
We will. We'll see you all on the next one. Take care.
Bye-bye.